Yo, nephew, hand me that Barstool. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever.
Welcome to 21st and full of energy. I'm high on life. I got my guys with me, Jamie Dukes, Roan, sponsored by Heineken 00, zero alcohol, 69 calories, and my voice needs it right now.
Yes, you need it for sure. And not only is this a Heineken 00 episode, it's presented specifically by Heineken 00 Sober October campaign, and you guys can get involved with that. All of our listeners have the chance to win a 21st and Prime merch package. All you have to do is take a selfie of yourself on any social media platform. Let us know why you're drinking a Heineken 00, why you're celebrating Sober October, hashtag Sober Truthtober, tag Coach Prime, tag Heineken 00, and we could send you out a 21st and Prime merch package. It's beautiful merch, but more importantly, it's a beautiful thing to do for yourself. Zero alcohol, 69 calories, and they're going to get you going in the right way so you can celebrate your life in all the ways that it deserves. Celebrate Sober Truthtober with us and get those pictures over 21st and Prime.
Coach, the Dallas Cowboys ain't playing around.
They look good.
That game right there, you've seen the Cowboys lose that game 15 times over the last 4 years. That game right there, and not find a way to win that. What's happening in Big D?
First of all, Dak, they can say what they want about who's the MVP of the league right now. Dak Prescott has to be in the top two if he's not the guy. Dak Prescott he has the Dallas Cowboys on his shoulders. Now, what the Dallas Cowboys did show me last night, yesterday, that defense still has problems. Because you're not talking about a truly explosive offense with the Patriots, run by a rookie quarterback. And they found quite a few holes in it, but they couldn't finish. The Patriots are not the Patriots of old, the Tom Brady Patriots. They don't know how to finish yet. They're going to be good in due time, but not right now. The Dallas Cowboys, like you said, Jamie, they lost that same game a plethora of times. But to come back and win it on the shoulders of your quarterback, finding any darn receiver who he feels is going to get the job done. But the thing that no one's commenting on, the play calling for the Dallas Cowboys is exceptional. Exceptional.
Because of the balance, Coach. Because of the balance.
I'm not going to say it's balance.
It is balance.
Man, Dak is throwing for 500 yards every darn week.
Yeah, but they also running the ball 30-something times a game, which you got to do. That's the key. That's the balance. That's the new balance of today. 30 out of 50, that ain't bad.
No, they're throwing the ball 50 times.
But they're running the ball 30-some times, which is what sets it up because them dudes is coming. And the best player on the team is mowing guys over. 77.
No, the best player on the team is the quarterback, Dak Prescott. He's the best guy on the team.
They got a lot of
77 went out the game, and guess what happened?
They kept
going. They kept going.
And I mean, there's a lot of talent. We like 88's looking pretty good out there. 88's looking strong. 7's looking good. Randy Gregory coming off the edge is looking
Why
like
did you call 19, Ron?
19.
6 names. We went through 7 names. Why are we not calling 19 now? Because 19 is making 19.
Yeah,
Jamie, why would you ruin it?
Yeah, why are you trying to call somebody out, Jamie?
Why would you ruin a great moment?
We're celebrating people. We're trying to give people their credit, their flowers, and you're trying to take them away. You're trying to put some smut up on 19's name.
Coach,
what?
You just went off on you got to perform. You get the money, you got to perform. Coach is very clear and consistent on that point. When you're making that kind of money, you have to perform.
So it's not true that Bill Belichick will take one of your best players out of the game. So you don't think that's still true?
No, because you see that right? Because one dude was on him when they threw that fade, and the dude ran right up on him. That when he threw the goal, the dude ran right up on him. dang near ran by him. That told me, I don't know what that means, but that shouldn't have happened to that guy because he was running a goal. He got him off the line, and the dude caught him. So all I'm saying is we called a lot of names. Zeke, blah, blah, blah. The backup, we call him.
He played well. He did his job. He had some key first downs.
Hey, Ron, have you ever had anybody talk about as an 18 or $19 million player getting a couple of key first downs in the game?
He had 5 catches for 55 yards, not earth-shattering, but you do have.
Is that $18 million wrong worth of production? That's all.
You just figuring out one game, Jamie.
Go keep going. Go down and let's go look at his game box. Just go check out the box. Let's keep following the box.
But CeeDee Lamb also had 9 catches, 149 yards.
That's the dog now.
You can only double one guy.
No. Jamie, that's not
double
the dog.
both.
Jamie, that's not the dog.
Okay.
It's not the dog. Because if you put that same attention to CeeDee Lamb, he's going to disappear. He's not ready for that. He's coming because you have a dog. You have a dog. But 19 is still the guy.
I want to go back. I was watching and I was saying, because see, here's the thing. I was watching the game yesterday. I want you to go back and look at a few things. There was a lot of opportunities where Lamb was getting a little bit more coverage than I think we're going to give him credit for when it comes to, you know.
Lamb is in the slot.
I'm just saying what I know is that when you're paying somebody that kind of money, the expectation is whatever the expectation is. If you go back and look at all, so D-Hop, he always get coverage. You know, D-Hop always get coverage. D-Hop gonna get him 10, 11 balls every single week.
Yeah, because the offense is built to throw him 10, 11 balls.
They're built to throw him 10, 11. You make
Dak is really dialing up. He's throwing the ball to the guy that's open.
He is.
That's why his completion percentage is.
But I think you just made my point, Coach. He's throwing to who, Coach? And we can move on. He was throwing to who Dak throwing to? Ron,
but he said who was
said the guy that was open, Ron.
But at the same time, he's on pace to have 90 catches this year. He's on pace to have 12 touchdowns and 1,000 yards. That's good numbers.
It's not enough for him.
90 catches isn't enough. He has 3. I mean, he hasn't been
for 18 million.
90 catches is pretty good if you're winning 5 out of every 6 games.
18 million is a deal nowadays. You do know that.
Now that wide receiver is not. There's only 4 people other than quarterbacks making that kind of money in the league.
Yeah, because they won't stand up for themselves. That's the problem.
Oh,
the quarterback's making 40, and you want this guy to be happy with 18? I don't know where this happened. I don't know what happened to our men for them standing up for themselves. They want to stand up for their flu shot or the pandemic shot, but they don't want to stand up for their money.
Well, Cam Newton stood up for the flu shot, Coach, and so Cam Newton's ready to go to work. He stood up. He did. Cam took the flu shot. Cam took the flu shot and said, "I'm ready to go to work, Coach. Where can Cam go to work, or is it too late?"
When did this happen? I don't. Huh?
He announced it yesterday, or excuse me, I'm sorry, he announced it on Sunday, last week Sunday. So all I'm saying is he said he's ready to go to work.
Where do you want to do it? I think he could play. Don't get me wrong. I think Cam will play. Where are you going to send him? I got time. No, I got time.
Washington. That's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer.
So you think Ron Rivera want to deal with that again?
No, but you asked me. It can't
okay.
No. You asked me the question.
I tell you reason. So let's go somewhere else. Where we going?
How about Detroit? What about Detroit?
How about Houston? How about Detroit? Go ahead, Ron.
I only say Detroit because I feel
know
like
darn well Detroit. Y'all know darn well Detroit ain't doing that. So I don't even know why y'all put it like that.
No, not now. Hang on. So Dan Campbell, here we go. Dan Campbell is 0-6 and said at the presser, Jared Goff got to step it up. I can't see a bigger invitation that was offered than publicly the head coach saying Jared Goff got to step it up.
Well, you ain't saying nothing about what he making, Jamie. What he making, 20 or 30? 30?
Who?
Jared Goff.
24, 25.
Yeah, what? Why you ain't saying nothing about him instead of hitting 19 up?
Well, the point is, I'm saying something now because I'm saying Cam Newton needs to get his job.
And you know darn well he's not going to Houston. They're not doing that. You know that. After what they just, you know that. So stop it.
No.
Yes.
Well, you're right. I'm not saying you're not right. I'm saying so Houston's gonna have to make a decision on what they want to be.
Houston has already made the decision. They just hadn't let us know. You don't think Houston has already made a decision? We just hadn't found out yet.
I'm sorry. Who's the next quarterback then? Because it ain't gonna be the guy who's there.
For Houston,
they're gonna trade him.
The guy that's in college right now.
That's what I'm saying. So that's the plan.
Yes, they're trying to find out. Same with Detroit. Both of those teams are so far done that they're just trying to find out who they are next year. I probably it'll be those two and maybe Miami at the top of the draft. And I guess Miami has their quarterback, so it looks like Detroit's going to need a quarterback. It looks like Houston's going to need to draft a quarterback at the top of the draft.
Who just lost to Jacksonville?
Miami in London.
I'm done with them.
Yes,
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Miami just lost to Jacksonville.
Go ahead.
Done.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead and make the deal with Houston for the quarterback. Give them the draft choices. Get the kid from Houston at quarterback and be done with this. Be done with it.
What Houston's getting?
Couple of ones. Give them 2 ones.
They're going to get that anyway.
No,
they have their own anyway. Well, they may get the first pick.
Right, but that means they'll get more ones.
No, they're not going to get the first pick. Detroit got that locked down. My bad. I'm sorry. I apologize to Detroit.
No, that's Detroit's bad. They got the wrong dude, man. A lot of teams made – see, it's the same thing. What side of the ball is Dan Campbell the genius on?
Defense.
Nowhere.
Stop.
No,
Jamie,
that's just the truth, dog. That's
the
truth.
You attacking Dan Campbell, man. It was bad
because you picked the wrong people. That's why you
lose.
Before
he got there.
And they're getting worse. Patricia was better is what I'm saying. They're owing something now. Patricia
was bad.
No, Patricia was bad. He's worse. This guy's worse.
Patricia had Matt Stafford.
Patricia made an effort. He just wasn't the guy. He made it. Dan Campbell doesn't have any record of success. When he was the coach the last time, he wasn't successful. Okay, interview great. I'm just done with these interview great guys. People don't get opportunity because Eric Bieniemy would have had that offense rolling doing something because he's an offensive coordinator, or the defensive coordinator from the Ravens would have had the defense doing something because he's defensive coordinator.
But don't imply he's not interviewing great, because let me tell you something. I had Eric Bieniemy speak to my staff this summer as like a coach's clinic. And let me tell you something. You talking about prepared?
He's dynamic. That's what they're saying. Yes.
Yeah, but we can imply.
No, that's what they're implying. No, we got to stop talking. They're whispering on him.
I seen it myself. I heard it myself.
I've seen it myself.
And I'm very critical. No. I seen him dissect and delivery just go down on this is the offense we run. This is how we do what we do. This is what you can do if they do this. This is what you do if they do this. But this is how it works. And this is the characteristics that we're looking for. I seen it myself.
I see it on the guy's
dynamic. He's dynamic.
He is.
So why isn't he getting jobs?
Because they pick the guys they like. Coach, we're going to talk about it. We're going to play games today, too. They pick the guys that they like.
They're talking about
the guys that they like, that they're more comfortable around. And if somebody don't feel right to
Jeremy, it's the same way in college, Ron. It's not about who's the best guy and who's more qualified. It's who they think they could coincide with and who they click with. That's pretty much what it is.
Dan Campbell is a great guy. He's a great man. My job as an analyst or whatever is to talk about the truth of what somebody does or does not do and the qualification that they have. I'm not attacking it. I try not to ever attack anybody individually ever from that standpoint. But I can't sit there and say same thing with the dude who's a coordinator for the Giants. He is not qualified to be a head coach. He can be a head coach, sure. He's a manager of all that stuff, sure. But like I said, look at the numbers. The numbers work in the favor. The coordinators are generally the best. And then, of course, you always have special people because they were special already. Mike Tomlin had coordinating ability. Deion could call defense if he wanted to. But that's not what he chooses to do, because what he chooses to do is lead the men, lead the ship. He recognized as a businessman and as an entrepreneur, probably too much of an entrepreneur, that the first thing I can do is run the show right. So I got people that are great experience, Dennis Thurman, the guys on offense, But my point is that in the NFL, to have, it's a discipline that you have to have a genius to be a head coach in this league, because we go through so many guys, Ron.
Yeah. And it seems like Bieniemy is that genius, and it seems like this is such a copycat league that everybody's looking for the next Matt LaFleur. Everybody's looking for the next Kyle Shanahan. Everybody wants to have this like offensive genius who they feel like sees the game in a little bit of a different way, who has
but think about it, Ron. Those guys you talk about, they're coordinators. You see what I'm saying?
This is what I think, Jamie. This is what I feel, because you guys just brought something to my mind. I feel as though Coach Bieniemy may be getting the short end of the stick because he has a great quarterback. And they're thinking, all that you're doing, all that you've just expounded and explained to me, it works because of this guy. So if you don't have this guy and all these little intangibles, receivers that run 4.3s, your stuff might not work.
But
that's what I feel like they may be afraid of.
You don't feel that. Stop.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I
don't feel like.
Let me give you an alternative truth, shall we say, since that's a word we like. The alternative truth is, it starts where we started the conversation with these coaches. They want to be with somebody that they can be buddy and comfortable with. The guys who are making the decisions are more comfortable with likability than winning and X's and O's. If I'm Stephen Ross or somebody like that, Brian Flores, Stephen Ross might be more inclined to hang out with than say, so it ain't necessarily maybe a black-white thing. So I can take it away from there. So if that's what we're thinking.
No,
but
that's what you think.
problem.
That's what you want to say. That's what you want to say. So go ahead.
But I think it's a combination.
No, that's what you want to say.
I'm saying both. It's a combination of both. I think it's a bias, but
I think both has a lot to do with one another.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
First of all, definitely in college. Pros a little different. Definitely
Why
in college.
Why in college? Because of a relationship with like.
I don't know, Jamie.
Coach, you ain't got to say nothing. All right, Coach, I got it. Coach, I got it. All right, hold on, Coach, I got it.
But
I got it right here. Let's see it, Ryan.
I want you to hit the Google, sir. I want you to be serious. Hit the Google and see how many African-American coaches there are compared to how many. Yes. It's mind-boggling.
Well, it ain't that mind-boggling, Dion. I don't think it's that mind-boggling.
Jamie, you can't make a mockery right now. This is serious. This is serious.
My point of it is it's bias. It's bias. Yeah, it's bias.
You got to use numbers to prove your biasness. You can't just make the great statement. You got to use numbers.
No, the optics. It's okay. There's 2 of us. All right, and there's 600 schools or whatever. Okay, them numbers. I can grab them numbers anywhere. All right, there's 7. 7 total.
Say that again, wrong.
14 total out of 130 programs. 14 total.
Now, I think we're at 70 to 75%. The dynamics are of players that are African American.
What does that mean, though, Coach? That shouldn't have anything to do with it, based on what you're saying.
It does.
Oh, it does now. Okay, so it does now. So it does mean something. Okay.
No, they're saying that we can't coach.
It should mean something, because if nothing, it's about communicating with the constituency, if nothing else. Okay.
We can't lead our own.
Hello. Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. That's exactly what I'm saying. In other words, Ron, the point of it is that the numbers are an anomaly. You can't have a saturation of 1% of the population. Well, put it like this. 13, let's just say for the sake of argument, at those 132 schools, even though African Americans are 13.7% or something like that of the population here in the United States. That number there, based on that 130 something, is probably in the range of about 7 or 8% ballpark. However, where Coach is that you can't have the audience the constituency be 75% African American, and this sport is prevalent, obviously, because the 75% African Americans are playing a significant role. You can't have the leadership or the coaching or the front office in the NFL or other, or academic advisors, or you can't have that disproportionate representation on the other side. So we don't want to call it racism because we're being friendly today, or institutional bias because we're being friendly today. We'll just call it coincidence or chance.
It's more alarming in college to me than it is in pros. In pros, I can understand a lot more. In pros, I can understand a lot more because you have 32 billionaires. And I've told you this time and time again, you can't tell your billionaire what to do with his money. Can't do it. You ain't going to do it. You can forget about
doing it. Can't tell the boosters what to do with their money. We got to go, Dion. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. We got to go, B. We got to go, coach.
Ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Jamie, I would say you're wrong, but you're not even wrong, honestly. It's just, it is what, I mean, it's at least the least we could do is talk about it, though. You know what I mean? The least we could do is bring it up, and especially if it's uncomfortable, it's worth talking about.
No. You're talking. You're part of change right now. This is the last thing we got. Coach got to get out of here. You guys go to the next segment. You're part of the change right now. That's why 53,000, and that's why they outdrew Alabama. That's how change happens. Is that the actions have to be taken, because now it was started with Prime. Now there's Eddie over there, and there's other Wheatley's up at one of the HBCUs too. But they're
doing a good job. Great coach too.
If you want your program to start having some success, hey, look at this model of success. Andre Rison, give him a job up there at one of them HBCUs up in Michigan. Give it to him. He deserves it. He's ready. Terrence Mathis in Georgia, one of them black schools in Georgia. Give Terrence Mathis. Terrence Mathis is genius. You know what I'm saying? But the point is that it has to start somewhere. And again, I always applaud my friend, because again, everybody thinks it's about money, it's about this, that, and the other. But nobody can ever look at the action because they're too busy looking at the pretty smile.
Beautiful.
And the messed up foot. Sorry about that. It didn't kind of flow together. I'm out.
Amen.
All right. Thank you, Jamie. Always a pleasure to have you on. Always a pleasure to hear your talking points. And thank you for being serious about it and not too hard-headed. But if you want to get that head hard and have some longer lasting sex, you got to go over to our friends at Roman, and you got to get those Roman swipes. They are clinically proven to help you last longer in bed. They're effective, easy to use, fast acting, and they don't require a prescription. You can get those swipes shipped to your door discreetly, unmarked packaging, and each one is small enough to pop in your wallet. You just get it and go. Super easy to use. You just take them out, swipe them on, let it dry. You're good to go. Go to GetRoman.com/Prime, and you can get your first month of swipes for just $5 when you choose the monthly plan. That's GetRoman.com/Prime. Coach, we got a little bit more in the NFL that we can touch on throughout this past week, and one of the things that I saw, I don't know if you got to see later in that Sunday night game, the Steelers were able to come back, get a win against a undermanned Seahawks staff or a Seahawks team. But during that game, there was one moment that TJ Watt got a flag thrown on him. And I don't know if you saw the clip, but he essentially looked like he was pummeling the ball carrier for the Seahawks. He was trying to punch out the ball there, but is the peanut punch going too far? Should he be penalized even if he's trying to punch the ball and he winds up getting a gut shot in there? Is that a dirty play, or is he just trying to get that ball loose?
Yeah, we know he's trying to get the ball, but you can't. It can't look like you're trying to do something else. It can't not. Even the appearance of that is wrong. So we can't allow that. So you're going to see penalties when that is looks like it's being allowed. But TJ Watt first came back and made a phenomenal play, which
I mean
he's unbelievable, man.
They're blocking him with like 5 different guys, and he's still finding a way to punch the ball out of there. It's just unbelievable stuff from him. He was looking really strong on Monday night. For a little bit, I thought the Seahawks were, Sunday night. I thought the Seahawks were going to pull it out, and Pete Carroll was doing pretty nice work with a backup running back and a backup quarterback in there.
Yeah.
He's a coach that I respect a lot for his
I
longevity in the
like
game.
Pete Carroll and his staff, but you got to understand the Steelers aren't the Steelers. They're not the same group of men. Big Ben certainly is not the same, and they just hanging on by a thread. Who do you think is the best team in the AFC right now?
In the AFC, I think, and I didn't think this earlier, but I think it's the Ravens. After what the Ravens did against the Chargers, who are a good team, a lot of people had the Chargers on their radar. I think that the Ravens have done some incredible stuff, and I'm pretty impressed with what they're doing, especially with the running back by committee. You have all those running backs go down. J.K. Dobbins is going down. Like Gus Edwards is going down.
Yeah,
and
but they got some old great ones. Yeah, they got a nursing home of great ones, man. Great ones. You know what? That's a good choice. I'm probably going to say Buffalo.
Okay.
I'm probably going to ride with Buffalo. They're right there.
Yeah,
They're
Buffalo's
right
right in the mix. And Coach, I want a little bit of credit. I don't need a ton of credit, but I want a little bit of credit for the Cardinals because before the season, I said the Cardinals could go to the Super Bowl. You told me I was crazy. James told me I was crazy.
I still don't believe. Because I can recall last year, they were playing great. A lot like this, not as good. Yeah. And they hit a wall. And when I tell you they hit a wall, they hit a wall. And they never rebounded. They look good offensively, but defensively, they look really sound. What they did yesterday to the Browns made the Browns look very average.
Yes.
And let me tell you something. I don't know where you stand with Baker Mayfield, but the comparison at quarterback yesterday was night and day.
Yeah. There's a lot of talent on the on the Cardinals offense. They have a lot of receiving threats. Obviously, DeAndre Hopkins is a beast. They just traded for Zach Ertz, which is going to make them even better. But the way that Kyler Murray looked compared to Baker Mayfield, I came into this season as a Baker Mayfield believer, and you've kind of talked me out. You kind of opened my eyes a little bit, and it's like, oh, when I look a little bit closer, when I get a little bit closer to the picture, it's not as pretty. It's good from far, but I got up close, and it's looking far from good.
I like quarterbacks who make you better. Like, not a quarterback that's just good, that we're going to be good anyway, and you're just making the necessary throws, but a quarterback who makes me better, that I truly believe when 3rd and 5, we're going to get it. I truly believe if we're down with 2 minutes left, or hurry up offense, we got a shot to win it. I don't know if he's that guy. Matter of fact, I don't feel like he's that guy. I don't dislike him by any means. I don't dislike anyone. But as a football player, I don't know if he's that guy. I don't think he is. I wouldn't say he's in the top 10 in the NFL or top 15 in the NFL.
And by now, he should be.
Right.
And at this point, as a number 1 overall pick, he should be able to kind of transcend. There's guys younger, like a Kyler Murray, who's basically coming from the same program, also transfer quarterback, comes as a number 1 overall draft pick, the same type of story, but he's been able to transcend to that next level. And Baker Mayfield hasn't been able to do that yet, unfortunately.
And I don't know
Joe Burrow. What's that?
Joe Burrow looks good.
Joe Burrow does look good.
He looks good. The guy from the LA Chargers, he looks good. We can keep going on and on about these young. They look good. I can't say he looks good.
Yeah. And there was a Hail Mary that he had to Donovan Peoples-Jones. Donovan Peoples-Jones looks like a legitimate receiving threat out there. But Odell Beckham and him have never been on the same page. They've never really been able to sync up, and that's a shame.
It's a darn shame. I've never seen a Hail Mary when only their darn receiver jumped to catch the ball. That's why I can't be a DB coach or coach in the NFL, because I'm finding at halftime, no one's coming back out. None of the secondary members are coming back out. If that happens and I'm a coach, in the secondary. It's no way. You let one guy jump, and all you guys are just standing around, and you don't even jump up for the ball.
He caught it with his chest. It hit him in the chest.
Somebody's supposed to be in front of him, shielding him. Somebody's supposed to be in the back of him, in either side. That's what you teach for Hail Marys. I don't understand at all, but it worked. It really worked.
I feel like there were no Hail Marys completed for about 20 years. And then ever since Aaron Rodgers started uncorking them, you'll see like one every 3 weeks. Hail Marys are working way more often. Why is that?
I have no idea. I don't know why this question is on here. Have you seen Russ Westbrook in dresses he's been wearing? I have not. Can you put one on the screen and show me? Because I have not.
You didn't see the dress?
I didn't know he was doing that. I love Russell Westbrook, and I'm pretty sure it's a fashion statement. I can do it? No. But I have done it. I did it when I did I forgot the name of the darn thing. When you go out there, you perform a song. I did it against Justin Bieber. It's the only way I knew I was going to win. What's the little thing that you go out there and you perform a different song or something?
Karaoke?
It's like karaoke. But you perform and you have all the it's a show. And I beat Justin Bieber. And I got to perform one song and I got to perform another song. I forgot who was the artist, but I was in like a white dress. Might have been Madonna. Might have been Madonna. Yeah. No, it was not the top, just the bottom.
Whatever program it was, the people probably could watch it over on Sling TV, because Sling is one of the best platforms to be able to watch all types of TV, and it lets you take over your TV watching experience. So whether you want to watch live sports or whether you want to watch Coach sing in like Russell Westbrook, you can pop over to Sling. They even have NFL Red Zone. They have the best live sports, ESPN, Fox Sports 1, TNT, everything, football, basketball, and now it's the cheapest and best way to get that Red Zone experience. So you can get Sling Blue plus the Sports Extra package, and it's only $21 for your first month. A very special and specific deal to 21st and Prime. Plus, you can watch the episodes of 21st and Prime with the Barstool channel, and you can go and watch the whole Coach Prime documentary on the Barstool channel. You can watch the Barstool free. You sign up for right now, and you can get your first month of the entire Sling package for only $10. Whatever you're into, Sling has got you covered. Sling.com/Barstool to sign up now for your first month starting at $10. But I think Russ Westbrook is only wearing that dress because he's out in L.A. Now that he's out in L.A., all the rules are out the window. Have you lived in L.A.?
No, I'm not an L.A. guy. I'm just not an L.A. guy. I'm just not. I'm a little different. I don't like places where no one's where they want to be. What I mean by want to be is like if you go to a restaurant and if I'm always kind to the waiters and waitresses, but they got headshots and they're trying to be actresses, and I understand they got to work and all that. But this is one of the only places where no one's there yet. Everyone's on their way to be something that they're not at that particular time. And I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I encourage that whatsoever. I like you.
You walk into the restaurant, everyone's looking around. Everybody's kind of like, who else is here? Who else is here? Like, who can I meet to help my career?
Right. How can I get to you? How can I manipulate you? And let me give you my business card. I don't want your business card. I'm good. I'm straight. I don't know nothing. I don't have no contacts. I'm just who I am. I'm good. I'm straight. Now, one thing I did love about this weekend, Sean Taylor's number being retired in Washington was epic. Sean Taylor was on his way to being a true premier defensive back that would have I don't want him to go down in history just because he passed. He's going down in history because of some of the plays he made, and he was on his way to being one of the best. And that's what I feel. That's what I believe in Florida boy. And I hate what happened. And I even heard the story that someone from my hometown, Fort Myers, was the one that caused his death. And I hated to hear that. Hated to hear that. Hated to hear that.
Do you have a favorite Sean Taylor highlight or memory? Because my favorite highlight, the one that always sticks out, is at the Pro Bowl when who was the punter? He lit up the punter. The punter tried to run it. He thought he was going to be cute.
That's when the Pro Bowl was a Pro Bowl, when we all took it serious. When we all was out there trying to ball, not giving nobody passes and olaying everybody. And that man played the game like it was supposed to be played. God bless his family, anybody who was at that scene that survived and it was hurting, still hurting for that. But I think the Washington football team did an admirable thing. And they said, are they doing that to distract from the Bruce Allen scandal? Sometimes just let things be what they are. Just stop trying to find wrong when right is apparent.
Yeah, he deserves it. He deserves his flowers, even though he's not here to smell them. It's the right thing to do for the family. And rest in peace to Sean Taylor, a great legacy. And we'll keep that legacy alive, just like we'll keep everything alive right here every single week on 21st and Prime. Appreciate it, Coach.
God bless you, my man. See you soon.
Yes, sir.
You know what it is, and for what it's worth, you can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. You know what it is, and for what it's worth, you can catch me on